Guys, the Chicken is here, back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about the end of Season 9, the beginning of Season 10, and everything in between, what we want to see, what we don't want to see, what was good, what was bad. And, yeah, so, unfortunately, for the Chicken, I was unable to push yesterday. I was very, very sick. That's why I'm making this video now instead of having a pre-recorded video in advance. But here's our stats. So, 410 battles fought. 212 won, 197 lost, and only one draw. One draw, not 100 draws. We got 500 gems, 30 tickets, 30 potions. Pretty good loot. But yeah, it was frustrating that I didn't get to push yesterday because we really put ourselves in a good position to. I think we could have at least got up a few ranks, you know, if we put a couple hours into it, for sure. So here we go. Let's collect our stuff and. That's it. Now we're waiting for Season 10, which is going to start in exactly 6 days and 19 hours. So guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more. Use the code Chicken in the shop. It does help me out. I do appreciate it. And yeah, so Season 9. So and let me know down below in the comments, guys, if you had any I don't know, what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it, where you finished maybe. Always interested to hear that. But you know, the biggest thing for me, I think, is it's just the duration of the season. I really don't like this 3-week warship thing where it's like 20 days, and that's for a couple reasons. So first of all, it makes it hard to get farther. Like the people like let's take a look at the global leaderboard. Like nobody's getting a legendary X. Like if you're getting a legendary, you're doing pretty good. With these shorter seasons, which kind of sucks. I mean, look at this. In Canada, nobody even made it to Legendary. So, it would be cool to be able to get to... oh, we can't look at the tech tree. That's too bad. Yeah, it would be cool to be able to just have a longer season, just be able to rank up more. And that also, you know, it plays into everything, right? The season length. It means that your upgrades aren't as crucial. You can kind of upgrade and unlock stuff a little bit more at your own pace for things that you want. Like, for example, this season I wanted to get medkits, just because I wanted to use them with bombers, but it was like, it came down to either getting medkits in the middle of the tree, or getting the last building health node at the end. Like, that's how many keys that I had if you counted it out, so it wasn't really worth it, you know, it wasn't really worth it. And if we had a longer season, you could get both, it wouldn't be a big deal. You know, maybe prioritize getting one ahead of the other, but you would still end up with both, you know what I mean? There'd be time to get more keys. So that's you know, that's one of the things. Yeah, that's one of the things is just the season duration. I'd really like to see that extended out. I really liked it around 6 weeks. I think like 40 days, something like that. I felt like that was a good amount of time to give everybody a fair chance. The camera's all blurry, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, so we can't look at the activity log either. Yeah, and it's just, you know, the meta's like the way it is now. It's like the meta's like constantly shifting. It's like you have like a 16-hour period of where you find something that works, and you gotta push with that, because by tomorrow, if you wait a day, it's probably not going to work, or it's not going to work as well, or you're just going to be doing that to kind of stay in your position versus get ahead, even though you've got those chests, you've got those upgrades. It's really like it really just comes down to time more than anything else. Like the time of your effective tech is what we like to call it. Like when you unlock something, like a building health or a troop damage node, that's really going to propel you forward. Having that only works for a limited time, and then everyone already has that, and then you're just trying to keep afloat, versus really trying to get ahead. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Juice. Juice makes a good point, saying the longer seasons, the resources that you get from the chest are scaled to that. I still think, you know, with the longer season, you'd have a little bit more time to unlock things that you want. So, but yeah, it's a good point. It's a good point. And yeah, so other than that, you know, I really liked how the tech tree was laid out this season. You know, there was only a little bit of time where there was a bit of a barrage and artillery meta. But other than that, it was spaced out really well. all the defenses and everything. I felt the heavy chopper nerf we can talk about. You know, it didn't really. The thing was they made the heavy choppers so much more expensive to use. But then they put them in between two gunboat energy nodes. So, I mean, you had 85 GBE by the time you got them. So we were still, like, it didn't really change much. It just forced you to get another unlock. So, Juice makes another good point, guys, in the chat. I think the biggest advantage of a longer season is that a single chest doesn't make the difference between pushing or failing. You can miss a chest or two and still compete. And that, yeah, that was kind of my point. Maybe I just didn't say well, but yeah, I 100% agree with both things you said there, Juice. So yeah, the spacing on the tech tree was good. The heavy chopper nerf, I don't know if it was. I don't know what the answer is really, but like if they want to make them really expensive to use and hard to use, they can't surround them with gunboat energy nodes because that kind of defeats the purpose, right? So I don't know. I think what needs to happen is bombers need to be nerfed in one way or another because since they've come out, bombers have dominated in Warships. It's been every meta, every season, as soon as you get them. There was like one season, I think, where Seekers were a little bit better for a brief period of time, but for the most part, it's all bombers, you know, it's all bombers and heavy choppers, as you'll see right below the chicken. So yeah, what I would like to see going forward, I would like to see new troops brought in. Maybe not every season now that it's such a condensed short season, but every 2 seasons having new troops I think would be really cool. I know it's a lot to ask, but I think that's something that really keeps the hype up and keeps people really super interested in Warships. I would like to see Seekers more relevant. I'd like to see just, you know, a little bit of variance. I find the attack stuff, the attack metas in the beginning of the season of Warships are always super fun because they're just wacky and like it's different things. It's like, you know, heavies and riflemen and you flare the first 2 and then using critters on the last one. Like, it's just it feels like it's usually different. Now that is starting to get a little bit stale as well because it's looking like it's just heavy rush until you get you know, until you get bombers or heavy choppers. At that point you switch. So it'd be nice to have a little bit of variance and yeah, maybe like don't give us heavy choppers until like the very end or bombers at the very end. But I don't know if the spacing is the right way to do it. I think just nerfing them a little bit, or which kind of ties into my next idea. What I would like to see, new prototype defenses. Why not bring prototype defenses for Warships? Because the prototype defenses that we have here, like these are designed for the main base. They're not designed for Warships. Like the Grappler is designed to rip tanks apart. For team-med attacks. Same with the Doom Cannons to nerf team-med. The lasers for heavy Zuka attacks. Sure, I mean, they all work against heavy choppers and bombers, and grapplers can be a nightmare for bomber attacks as well, but it would be cool to see prototypes specifically made for Warships that have kind of like a Warships like art style to them. I think that would be really cool, and I would like to see them, what I think would really be interesting is we have this new way of unlocking the proto troops, right? Which we'll also talk about in a sec. So I think it would be cool to like you have to earn the ability to unlock the proto troop on the daily events. So you play through like I don't know 2 or 3 of them, and then you have the ability to get the warship prototype on your warship base. And it doesn't unlock it, doesn't level it up. It's still the same thing. It's just you're able to do that now since you've completed the daily event. Yeah, Joker, I agree. We should be able to upgrade. You should be able to convert upgrade token to keys. As that was, I think that was really apparent this season because a lot of people were saving up all their keys, saving up all their tokens to get that like kind of blast of 4 nodes in a row that were really important, and we just ended up with a lot more upgrade tokens, and we didn't really have enough keys. So having the ability to convert them, even if it was like 1 million for 6. Something like that. You know, it makes a big difference just having a few extra keys. Because I found like this season, I was always behind on just a few keys of what I needed. Which was kind of frustrating. Yeah, that's interesting, Juiced. But I think dress it up a bit. Don't make it so... like, instead of just a stat option, make it something cool. You know what I mean? Like a statue or like a... I don't know. Something to do with warships. Like a big siren or something that makes your troops... have more damage, something like that. But yeah, that is a good idea. But yeah, I'd like to see prototypes specifically brought out for the defensive warships. I think that would be really cool. I got a lot of more ideas, guys, and I'm sure you do as well. So definitely throw them down below in the comments. Some things you would like to see, some things you liked about the season, some things you didn't like, and maybe where you finished. And yeah, let's see what you guys think in that comment section. And I think that's gonna wrap it up for the video today, guys. So yeah, if we get some good ideas, maybe I'll make a video tomorrow on what some of the best comments were, the ones with most likes. So if you see one that you like in the comments, upvote it, and then we'll see it. And yeah, make sure to use the code CHICKEN in the shop, guys. I do appreciate it a lot. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. And we'll see you next one, guys. Chicken out. Back.